Hey, this is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my three prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray, Jason Big Mitch Mitchell, and David Galvez.
What?
And tonight we have the return of one of our favorite guests, the great big homie Quan. Quan, how you doing tonight, man?
Feeling too good for all my brothers out there. Just a quick too sweet for you. Just to let you know we in the building.
Too sweet. So tonight we're going to get into the PrizePicks segment. That's going to be a permanent segment from now on. We're going to start with that, and then we're going to get into the Lakers and what happened yesterday in Memphis, with the Lakers won Game 1 against Memphis. To my surprise, but I don't think to the other guys. The other guys, they expect the Lakers to beat Memphis. All right, but we're going to get right into it. This PrizePicks segment. So tomorrow's games. Who's playing tomorrow?
Hawks, Celtics, Lakers, Suns, Knicks, Cavs.
Clippers, Suns.
Lakers, Suns, Clippers, Suns.
Clippers, Suns.
All right, so the Lakers don't play tomorrow.
Hard to even say their name. My bad.
But yeah, Hawks, Celtics, the Cavaliers, and the Knicks, and also the Clippers and the Suns. Who wants to go first with their picks?
I only got one pick looking at this board. Looking at what's up on the board right now, the only thing I would feel comfortable playing right now is Kawhi Leonard assists. They got him at 4.
Okay.
So, I mean, push potential.
And are we playing with fictitious money or rent money?
Ooh, not rent money, but, play money, just like in Vegas.
I mean, we're not actually making, bets, guys. We're just letting the listeners and the viewers know that these are the plays that the props that we like for tomorrow.
These.
I got Darius Garland over at 20.5, 20.5.
Really? Ooh.
I looked at him and I was like, I don't know. It's anytime there's a guy in his first postseason, to me, you just don't really know what he'll do. I did consider him because they're going to be desperate. I look at the game script. That's what I consider going through these. Look at the game script and said, well, okay, who's going to be desperate to win? So if you already lost Game 1 at home, you're going to be desperate in Game 2. And since Cleveland lost Game 1 at home, they're going to be desperate in Game 2.
So I should take down.
I definitely think Cleveland's going to shoot the lights out tomorrow.
Yeah. Same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be desperate in Game 2. They don't want to go down 0-2 at home.
No depth, though.
So KD in points, Donovan Mitchell in points?
See, I don't know. I think it'll be one of those games. I think the Suns will just blow the Clippers out. But I think the Knicks will push Cleveland and have Cleveland, almost, in danger of going down 0-2. But I think Cleveland will pull it out. So it'll be one of those desperation type games. And D. Mitch kind of already went off. He had 38 in Game 1. I don't know if he'll play. I don't know if he'll play as well in Game 2. But I do have for that game I have Mitchell free throw attempts over and Garland free throw attempts over. And then in the Hawks Celtics game I have Trae Young's points over and Jaylen Brown's free throw attempts over. And also in Knicks Cavs I have Julius Randle's free throw attempts over.
I don't think I'll ever trust Trae Young ever again. He was the taco a couple weeks ago when he sold.
Yeah, that's right. So,
hey, what they got for Westbrook's rebounds?
Why didn't you look it up on your phone? I don't understand.
Hey, man.
Like you were made aware. Hold on. Listen, you were made aware of this.
Here we go.
You were made aware of this segment. Like you have an app store. Type in PrizePicks.
I told him he could look online. If they have a website, you could go on there and look at.
It's just a question.
Is Kawhi playing or is he out for load management?
Is he out for workout
with them?
Not shock me.
But I'll take the under on his assist then. I don't see him getting 4 assists.
Who?
Man, you're a
Kawhi?
clown.
Kawhi.
You trying to
So
contradict what Nick
in
said.
Kawhi's last 5, he's gotten 5 assists, 6 assists, 4, 4, and 4, which means he's covered in 5 of his last 5. Are you still certain about taking the under?
Yeah, I'm taking the under.
I'm gonna bet it. Since Shane Murray's taking the under, I'm gonna bet this one for tomorrow for sure. And I'm gonna pair it whatever taco is last. Hopefully it's not like a Kawhi taco, so I can pair it with Kawhi's assist. I'm gonna bet 100 on it too. Thank you, appreciate you.
Do you also
Kawhi
play
assist?
DraftKings?
No,
Does everybody play DraftKings too?
no.
Mhm.
Can I do it here?
Yeah, because it's the same kind of betting.
Oh shoot.
DraftKings has parlay props too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
They
Yeah, I
also
was
have they have showcase games as well. So if you wanted to just pick on the particular game, yeah.
That's the loophole in
So you do the prop betting. You do prop bets and stuff parlays, Quan?
Yeah, it's called tiers. So you'll do different tiers for the games. For me, I'd rather just play all the games and then go from there and see what's the money line. So for instance, knowing it's gonna be all those games tomorrow, probably KD, Kawhi, um, a lot of them will probably be top tier. As far as okay, if you choose them, then you gotta even out how many people you can pick per game. Probably Julius Randle be up there, Donovan Mitchell be up there. They have like a sort of a system where the top players are always up there. And then sometimes they'll have some funny picks, and you're just like, why is this guy this much?
Right.
I always tell Wilson, Vegas doesn't lose for a reason. They sucker you with those bets.
Yeah, bro. I've been losing so much, and I'll tell the Sharks and what they have to say. These cappers, handicappers, bro. They don't know what they're talking about. I've lost so much money. It's really just impossible to predict. It's like who the hell knows if Cam Johnson is going to get 4 rebounds or not. It's like how can anybody predict that? And it's like just when you think, well, Tyrese Maxey, I had him tonight to get 4 rebounds because somebody said he's going to get 4 rebounds. He didn't do it. And then if I was not bet on him, he probably would have done it. So it's tough, man. I've lost so much money that I couldn't afford to lose. I mean, geez Louise. But does anybody else have any picks for tomorrow?
That's all I got so far. Hopefully, they're gonna put more up. So I'll see what it is tomorrow. I'm gonna play the tacos tomorrow. So
Are there any things for Mobley and rebounds tomorrow?
Mobley rebounds.
I see you look that up for him. We can't look up Westbrook
Yeah,
rebounds.
he's a guest.
He didn't
He's
know.
a guest. You were texted, hey, we're gonna have a prize pick segment on Saturday. They got Mobley at 9 rebounds.
I'll go under on that.
He's been inconsistent his last 5.
You just never know, bro.
In game 1, he had 11.
The reason I would say under is because Cleveland's just going to be making a lot of shots. So I don't see him getting a lot of rebounds because they're going to be making a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go under.
What was I going to say?
Even though Cleveland needs him to get above 9.
Right.
Mm.
Well, he had 11 game 1, so.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I was going to say that. A lot of people were saying that. I saw somebody say beforehand. A lot of people were saying that. Well, Cleveland with Allen and Mobley are going to be too big for New York. But as it turned out, and that person was a Knicks fan. He was saying, well, those guys are kind of, I mean, Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle are beefier, heavier, stronger guys than those two really. And that's kind of how it played out in game 1. They were getting pushed around out there by Robinson and Randle.
Yeah,
So,
and you still got Obi Toppin on the bench too,
yeah,
who's a big dude.
yeah. So I don't know. It might be a bad matchup for Cleveland. I thought Cleveland would win the series at the start, but after what happened in Game 1, I don't know.
But Cleveland's always been a finesse team all season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
They got tall guys.
But New York is the type of franchise that they'll lose 4 straight, just
Mhm.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. I don't know about doing it this year though. They seem to be they've been solid throughout the year.
All right, so I guess that's that for the prize pick segment. Short and sweet. Now let's get into what happened yesterday with the Los Angeles Lakers. So we went into Memphis for Game 1. What can I say? When Ja hurt his hand, were we up or down at that point?
We were up.
And we were up.
We were up. So you can't really blame it on
that. Yeah, we were up.
Yeah. But
we
Ja
were
goes
up.
down. He had a kind of nasty looking hand injury, and his hand was already wrapped. And he said after the game that he's doubtful for Game 2. And their morale seemed kind of down, man. That kind of when you watch a game and you can kind of get the vibes of what how everybody's feeling. And at the end of that game, it really looked like the Lakers had the momentum, not just having won the game, but going into Game 2 and looking at the rest of the series. And if Ja can't play Game 2, and everybody always used to say, remember when Memphis had that great record last year without Ja? And everybody said, oh, Memphis, they're so good, they're better without Ja. Well, not in the playoffs, buddy. It's a different beast. What were I'll start with, who wants to go first? Whoever wants to go first and go, just what their impressions were of the Lakers. Well, wait, because Gabas wasn't with us on Saturday. So, Gabas, what was your prediction for this series before it started?
Lakers in 6.
Okay, so Mitch and Shane have the same thing. Quan?
I'll be bold. Lakers in 5.
But what did you have before the series started, though?
I had Lakers in 6.
So everybody else had Lakers in 6. I had Grizzlies in 6.
Of course
so
you
once
did.
again, further proof of my ineptitude.
Can I say
And pessimisms.
real quick? Wilson is the worst. I mean, I see why he sucks at gambling. I remember we had a show when it was Lakers Heat in the bubble. The series hadn't started. We were doing our prediction. And this idiot had the Heat in 5.
What?
I said Heat in 6. Come on.
No.
Wow. You really
Bro,
you are the worst Laker fan I ever been around, man.
It wasn't even about being a Laker fan. I'm like, Wilson, basketball. Like, what is up? Like, ever since he said that and he cries about him losing money and gambling, I'm like, bro, with a prediction like that, you deserve to lose.
People, I forget what number episode that was.
Bro, I'll never forget that. I'm like,
Did you really think Bam Adebayo was going to put hands on AD?
So he was like, oh, it's a bad matchup for the Lakers. It's a bad matchup for the Lakers. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought a bad matchup for the Lakers.
Because that year, we had AD and LeBron and a bunch of role players. That worked when we had Shaq and Kobe, but
that team, you had AD, LeBron, you had Green, you had Dwight Howard,
JaVale.
Russo.
But those guys are all role players.
So much defense on that team.
We had a lot of depth.
What did Miami have? You say Lakers had role players. What did Miami have besides Butler?
I thought Miami was more well-rounded than we were.
You tripping.
But yeah, that may have a point. I mean, maybe I just don't know anything. I don't know. I think I know ball. I know the history of the game, but I guess as far as like I was saying once, maybe as far as like predicting stuff, maybe that's not my best strength.
Your pessimism takes over. That's what happens.
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those things where I try to brace myself for disappointment, by saying, well, I don't think the Lakers are going to win anyway. And so if they lose, I'm not that hurt. But if I expect them to win and they lose, it's devastating. So maybe that's the psychological explanation for why.
Ooh, maybe that's it.
Yeah, but
I love when we get into, psychological.
That's
the psyche of us.
Like Shane's issues with LeBron, why he hates him so much.
Oh my God.
Shane's issues versus his camera. Shane's issue versus the sound.
How did this get turned off me?
Shane's issues with his dog.
Mr. Viking fan in LA. How are you a Viking fan in Los Angeles?
Cowboys. Shane's issues with his racist cowboy owner.
Quan, have you seen Shane's dog?
I've seen Dice. I've seen Dice.
What do you think of it?
You think it's a stupid name, right?
It's not a bad name for a girl. It's not a bad name. It's
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
best of names, but
Come
it's
on.
not a bad name.
Don't lie to him.
It's
on, man.
not a bad name.
Brother, this is the trust circle.
No. The reason
gotta
it's
lie
not a
to
bad
him.
name because at least like with Dice, you can look at the dog and be like, okay, the name fits the dog. The teeth, the random eye looks. It fits the dog. It's not as if Shane called the dog Sapphire, and then we're looking at the dog like that's a questionable kind of name.
So Shane, Quan is low key cooking you and your dog. He said you should name such a stupid looking dog or such a stupid name.
See, I didn't say all that. I did
That's
not.
what you saying.
That's them trying to troll and add shit to it. First off,
Bruh,
that was the sheltered name on that, and I kept the name.
But that's what I'm saying too. This is his first dog. Why didn't he pick the name? That's what
because I'm trying to keep it simple. I mean, she's barely learning training right now. Why am I going to go to and change the name like that?
What does it change?
Because it's your dog.
Oh, keep it simple. She's barely 2 years old. I'm not going to overwhelm her with shit. No, we good. We solid over here.
Overwhelm her by changing her name? Are you kidding me?
No, they gotta be able to answer that name, man.
You can change genders, but you can't change the name.
Shane,
Welcome to America, man.
Quan said he said if he named the dog Sapphire, and we'd be looking at it like, well, that don't really fit. What do you think that means?
First, he was giving an example, not like what y'all was trying to do, and with that other Eddie.
Shane, isn't Sapphire is the name for like an attractive woman, right? So he said,
name for a stripper.
He said if he named the dog Sapphire, everybody would be like, what doesn't fit? That's what he's saying. But
where we going with this? I don't.
Okay.
That we got here.
Come on, step into this debate. Now, Shane, I sometimes I'll be like, oh man, where's your bitch at? And then Shane gets all mad. But it's a female dog. I'm not wrong for calling her a bitch, right?
You're not. But the thing is, here's the thing. She's not old enough to know she's a bitch.
Shane.
She's a little girl. She's a princess. Like when she leaves past maybe 4 years and dog, then she's a bitch.
All right, 2 years. In 2 years. Wait, 2 more years.
Oh, terrible, man.
Am I going to hear that echo?
No, I can hear it. I hear echo. Hurry up. Come on, man. You know the drill. Leave and come back. Hurry up.
God, fuck y'all very much.
And just like that, every show, right in the middle, we must be at the halfway point already.
Is it?
We're actually only 20 minutes in.
Is it his app or does he push something? Like what?
I don't know. It's one of those things.
I feel bad that he has an iPhone and this happens.
I don't know.
We need to get what's that that scientist that's always the social media Neil
deGrasse Tyson.
So we gotta get him.
deGrasse Tyson.
See what's going on with them.
There you go. Oh man.
Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave, knowing that's
for real.
I mean, every Apple machine is just a piece of perfection of engineering,
flawless
greatness, and Shane Murray somehow finds a way.
Got to give it to him, right? Like somehow. some way. He gonna find a way to mess things up.
Hey, let me
First of all, I ain't do shit.
Let me ask you guys a question right quick.
Like, how can I bring LeBron on this show? These technical difficulties.
Yeah, for real. Come on, Shane. How are we ever gonna get your boy LeBron on the show? You over here
Or
like
Darvin Ham. I'm gonna get
echoes.
Darvin Ham on here.
Who said he needs LeBron on the show?
You can't even say that with a straight face. That's the crazy part.
I'm just saying, who said we need him on the show? He got his own shit.
Let me just sidetrack real quick because I was thinking about something. You know, you guys ever watch that YouTube channel, Sports Dissected by Koisky?
Huh?
That's where they go around and they tour like all the different, college sports facilities. So they've been to Bama, they've been to Oregon, they've been to Duke, Carolina. It's the football ones are always better. And Gowers and I, we've often talked about, like, Gowers, how we say that, like, really, what's the difference between Nike and Adidas besides just that Nike's just better at marketing themselves? It's like you see that swoosh and you automatically think it's like a status symbol.
Right.
I wanted to ask you guys this just very quickly. What would you guys say is the best brand in college sports?
Like shoe brand or like
No, like the brand that when you think of that program, you go, man, it's like there's a steam associated and it's cool. It has the look, it has everything.
I mean, I would say like it's hard because I feel like for football, I feel like you automatically think probably Bama and then the U. Bama, the U, and probably Ohio State. And then Oregon is trying to make their way up there too because, they got all the flashy jerseys. So Oregon probably comes in at like 4. But like Bama, the U, like those are like household names. And then, you got the Ohio State and then Oregon with their jerseys off the top.
Well, you definitely can't forget, Miami.
Definitely not.
Definitely can't forget Miami.
I mean, the U's probably, they kind of, not fell off, but they're still the U, but they're probably too. I mean, Bama's, when you think like brand names in football, I feel like you think Bama first right now.
Yeah, for sure, Bama.
But the true rock stars were USC though, when Pete Carroll had them, because you had Denzel, you had Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
nah, the rock stars were the University of Miami. See, y'all must have forgot how like, I know the aunties right now feeling the University of Miami still. They're like, because
to this day.
Are you guys watching the Freaknik documentary?
To this day,
I gotta watch that.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
That's Shane.
You're probably going to watch it with all the lights off. Pack of tissues right next to the bed, right?
Shane wishes he could go back in time to that era because that Shane would have had a field day at Freaknik.
Oh, I bet.
No, I love my era I'm in now. I'm in my prime right now. Unlike you,
no, you're not.
That's all.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the Lakers.
Hey, Shane,
are we going to get back to the fact that Shane Murray said that he's single by choice? I'm not going to let this slide. I'm really not.
I am single by choice. If I just want to get any girl, just have a girlfriend, I can have a girlfriend.
You can get any girl to be your girlfriend right now.
If I just wanted to just settle and just say I want a girlfriend, I can have a girlfriend.
You could walk outside and go get a girlfriend. That's what you're saying.
I said I don't want nobody I want to settle with.
Why haven't you found nobody already?
Because I'm not settling.
That's respectable.
It's not true though.
But it's
true.
respectable. You gotta respect it.
I'm always saying so. If I just wanted to be with somebody, I can be with somebody. But I'm not looking to be with anybody. Forgive me if I have standards.
I've known you for a while. Known you for a while, and I know that you have game. I don't think you got game like that no more.
Pause. Stop it.
Okay. I have a question for Shane. Mm-hmm. And it's a real talk question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and answer truthfully then.
Real talk.
I've been answering truthfully.
Do you not feel the need to just fuck on anything? Or do you not feel the need to settle for just anything?
Both.
Gallows, why did you laugh at that, sir?
I was looking at something else.
No, you weren't laughing.
No, for real, both. Cause I be in my mood, but I ignore it. I ain't trying to bring no babies into the world and being on no shit that my parents is on.
This fool Shane talking.
Huh?
Shane is talking like he's genuine or something back in the 90s or something like that. Come on, Shane. What's your problem, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip you. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. But in terms of getting down anybody, I venture away from that. I ain't want to bring no babies. I ain't trying to have right now with nobody. I ain't trying to have it with. And in terms of being with somebody, just to be with somebody, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to bring somebody in that's want to build, not somebody want me to spend money on them.
So why?
So you automatically gonna fuck raw, no condom, all the time?
I don't know. I keep it strapped.
Okay, so then how can you bring babies in the world if you gonna not fuck them raw?
I mean, find someone that I can do that with, but I'm
just talking fuck on something.
What's wrong with this guy? There's something wrong with this guy. That's what it is.
Not something wrong with me. Okay.
Why haven't you been able to find somebody of quality so far, you think?
Huh?
Why haven't you been able to find somebody of quality to this point?
I mean, it's a mixture of things. Like, I attract a certain type of female right now for whatever the reason.
And what type of female is that?
Someone that want me to cash app them 24/7, or want me to hit me up for bills 24/7, or just think they can get money out of me 24/7, that type of shit, or be inconsistent, like want to kick it 1 week and disappear 3 months and come back later. Like,
what kind of girls you be talking to?
So they trying to treat you like a sugar daddy.
Yeah, pretty much. Or
I'm advertising that you got a condo. Then I don't know.
Or it's just I just ain't settling for just any old thing, and just a lot of females that want to change me when they get around me.
If you know that you attracting that type of female, why don't you switch up your strategy? Why don't you start approaching girls at church? I hear that's like a good place to meet girls or something. I don't know.
Well, first of all, I string church now. I don't go to church no more. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Hey, Quan, you know he knows Magic and Cookie, right? Like, you know, like.
First of all, you keep trying to flip that. I see Magic and Cookie. I don't know them.
Antho, man, remember he was trying to play off that he knew Magic and Cookie.
No, I said I see Magic and Cookie. Nope. You always trying to twist my words.
Seem like you knew them, Shane.
No, I said I see Magic and Cookie. They try to twist my words.
This fool's sitting all the way up top, Magic and Cookie, like, you know, courtside at church.
Shane,
I don't see him.
I believe you, Shane.
At least somebody does.
I believe you.
I damn sure don't. Lying ass fool.
TMZ ass niggas, they trying to twist my words.
No, hell no. Shane Murray got a problem with lying on this show. I don't know.
I don't lie. Y'all twist my words to make it look like I'm lying.
No, you be coming on this show and all of a sudden you just start lying your ass off.
No, I don't.
Yes, hold on. No, last time I was on this show, you said some outlandish shit about KD and the rumor being true about him or Kyrie getting traded, and it was already done already. Like, you had the breaking scoop, and you didn't have a breaking scoop.
This fool be sending us the Bleacher Report stuff like, oh shit, hey, breaking news. Like, we don't got Bleacher Report on our phone. Like,
ball sack.
So I'm not gonna say you lie, but
you
I'm
do the
saying
same
that you falsified information that you knew of.
Have you guys
and it was
see
already
that time?
reported already.
KD responded before I saw that, so I didn't see KD's response till later.
Yeah,
so.
Have you guys ever been
so that's what happened that time. But these niggas, you do the same shit.
Why we gotta be all that? Why can't we just be brothers?
Because that's what you act like.
Oh, man, shut your ass up.
Yeah, let's do something about it.
All right, look.
Man, I don't climb through the screen.
We've that's enough of the tangent, I think. Okay, let's get back to what we were supposed to be talking about, the Lakers. I just want to say one thing that Shane Murray was right about, and that's that Darvin Ham like how Shane said that Darvin was like, he said he's higher now on Darvin and his like, what did he say? His character
He's
than
higher. Yeah, he's higher on Darvin's character than he is as a coach.
right. And so I was
Are you
gonna say,
happy? Is that hold on? That was your quote, right?
That was my quote. That was
Yeah,
my
we
quote
don't
at
want
the
to.
time.
We don't want to. Get all
That
our
was my quote at the
stories.
time. I'm happy you
Yes.
actually got a quote I said right. Good job.
Nobody ever. I never misquoted you myself
You
personally.
always misquote me.
I never misquote you. Take
You
you
always
out of
misquote me,
context,
Mr.
maybe.
TMZ.
Let's reel it back in. Let's
You
reel it
always
back
misquote
in.
me, Mr. TMZ.
I don't know what the hell. Listen,
but I was gonna say that Shane is right because if you think about it, it doesn't even seem like Darvin is bringing anything to the table as far as the X's and O's. Like Darvin is he's just I don't know. They play hard for him when they want to, but that's about it. He's not bringing. I remember when I first realized that Frank Vogel was an asset because he was doing, making modern play calls like out of timeout, play calls that were modern, and we hadn't had a coach who did that since I don't know ever. As far as this modern game goes. But Darvin doesn't bring that. But they're playing harder for Darvin than they were for Frank at the end.
I feel like with Darvin, he has an offensive coordinator. I think Darvin is more for the defense because every time you hear about defense or you hear about hustling or you hear about this, you hear his name more associated.
mm-hmm.
You hear more of the other assistant coaches, giving props for the offense.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, like I said, for how I don't know what he gave AD, but AD is not going to the back on some fake injuries anymore.
Like he tried to yesterday.
Damn near.
Had whole Lakers nation holding their breath, man.
I'll buy that logic, but the thing is with Darvin though, he was advertised as someone who was going to bring the Milwaukee offense to the Lakers and bring X and O's. As he's been coaching, like he changed the attitude, he changed the intensity. They play harder for him, and they seem to respect him more. But his X's and O's and his rotations are spotty. But yesterday, like I can't say I'm better about what Darvin did. Like he did, like everything was on point. I like the little wrinkle he did for most of the game, putting Roy on Jaren Jackson Jr. Although Jaren Jackson kind of got off a little bit towards the end of the game, so we got
the end of the game. He was getting off all game.
So I guess you don't trust Mo Bamba or Wayne Gable like that no more. I don't know.
It's the playoffs, man. I told you somebody gonna have to sit down, and I should have known it was never gonna be Troy Brown Jr. So
here we go, Troy Brown.
But you can't expect them to bring a Milwaukee playbook out of Giannis, though.
Yeah.
It's like the offense. It's like the offensive coordinators that coach under Bill Belichick, and then they go flame out somewhere else. Well, yeah, you look good because you got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
True. That's a fact. What else? So what's the deal? Obviously we're all should be pretty confident right now, but tomorrow, on Wednesday, do you guys think the Lakers will get greedy, as they call it?
I hope so.
I think the Lakers are going to play it by ear. I think they're not going to do too much for like the first half. Then they'll kind of it'll kind of look like how they did with Minnesota.
Damn.
They'll kind of let it ride, and then if the fourth quarter they need to feel like they can put the foot on the gas, then they'll do it because what they're learning, which they already knew, and which a lot of people didn't want to admit, is that Memphis ain't been here. Memphis ain't played a team like this. Mm-hmm. And Memphis came in hella injured. How you gonna have two of your big men out before the series? Then you got questionable injuries to Ja. You got questionable injuries across the board. So the Lakers were healthy.
Finally.
All their key players were healthy. So the Lakers, in my opinion, were going to cardio Memphis anyway.
Yeah,
because one thing this Memphis team doesn't do like the others, this team don't play defense.
Yeah.
They don't play team defense. They'll play maybe like one-on-one, but they don't play team defense like they used to. With the Tony Allen cats and all that.
Yeah.
The only thing I would caution though is, as we've seen Lakers over the years, they have a habit of making things harder than what it should be. So I could see them coming out flat and then making it a game where it ain't supposed to be a game, and then trying to win it at the end, and then maybe they'll lose one. But I'm hopeful that's not gonna happen. And they got their eyes on the prize, so to speak, and they handle business.
Especially if Ja don't play, they're gonna go in cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Ja does play so their antennas just stay up. Other than that, I feel super confident in what I saw. I mean, I know, I know Rui went off, more than he's, normally goes off. But I mean, LeBron could easily make up those points, that Rui scored.
Or somebody else.
Let me ask everybody this question. What if the Lakers come out tomorrow just guns blazing in that first quarter and go up, let's say, 15? Do you, outside of, because I don't think Ja's going to play, outside of Ja, are you scared of anyone trying to pull a comeback?
No.
A couple people.
Who?
What?
A couple people.
Who?
On the Grizzlies?
Yeah, a couple people.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
Jaren Jackson Jr., especially if they don't twist that matchup or put somebody on them. And you're going to laugh, but Tyrese Jones.
I was going to say that.
That was so predictable.
Super predictable.
Based on your bias as an undersized point guard, Shane.
He's solid. You can't say no. You can say what he wants, but he's
Shane,
solid.
how you gonna act like he's why not say Desmond Bain? Why would you say Tyus Jones?
Because I'm not high on Desmond Bain like y'all.
But you're high on Tyus Jones.
I am.
What was his box score the last game?
He didn't even play much.
He didn't really play that much, to be honest. But
Jones, I literally want to know what was his box score all the way, minutes, points.
Hold on, because I sent it. So I know I have it. Hold on. Got the box score. Bear with me.
Oh, let me add one more person in there. What's the white boy's name?
Are you kidding me? Luke Kennard? Are you serious?
But he's been killing them this whole season.
But the question
with the Clippers or Memphis.
The question was if they go down 15, can they bring them back?
Luke Kennard could hit 3 threes. Or a couple threes in a row to give him momentum.
God.
He's been doing that. Don't act like he hasn't been doing that. Like he's the reason why Clippers won 2 of those games.
This guy Shane Murray said he's not worried about the Suns. He's not worried about the Warriors. But he turns around in the same breath. Well, not the same breath, but like he gonna turn around and say he's scared of Tyus.
As far as making a comeback, not winning. Not
Stephen Clay in a series. Not Stephen Clay in a series. Not KD Book and CP3 in a series. He's scared of Luke Kennard.
As far as making a comeback, cutting to the lead, not winning. Not winning. Just coming back, cutting to the lead.
That's what he's worried about.
As far as cutting to the lead, not actually winning.
I swear I hate you.
All right.
I know you do. So
Tyus Jones played 25 minutes. He had 9 points. He was 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 fouls.
A real Steph Curry, huh, Shane?
That's efficient.
Not bad for no backup point guard.
He's a good little point guard, but why would you act like you're afraid of Tyus Jones?
He's a solid point guard, man.
But damn, Shane, why would you? Oh, God, man. All right, listen. So
Excuse me, Mr. Pessimist.
you just want to be pessimistic, saying you scared of Tyus Jones,
I didn't say I was scared. He asked the question, I answered it.
but that's just a bias.
Who I'll be on alert for. That's
a
it.
biased answer based on.
So when we asked you the other week, what teams are you worried about in the playoffs if we were to face them in a matchup?
I'm not worried about any other teams.
But you worried about Tyus Jones?
In terms of his question, like who would cut down the 15-point lead?
It's the same question, basically.
No, it's not. You're asking who I'm afraid of as far as losing a series to.
Hold on.
That was not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Can y'all understand me?
Losing a series or losing a lead, that's not the same thing.
Can y'all understand me? Or
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm speaking English.
You are speaking English.
Holy balls, that's wild. I don't understand what this fool doesn't understand.
You asked me if I fear any team as far as the Lakers losing in a series. I said no.
Not losing.
If somebody will fear, if I fear somebody cut into the lead or take it or coming back, and I'll say yeah.
Nobody said lose, like the Lakers would lose to them. We said who are you worried about? Like, okay, they can give the Lakers a tough matchup.
I'm not worried about anybody. Like we didn't kill
worried about Tyus Jones in one game.
In terms of going off, in terms of coming back from a 15-point lead, yeah.
Your logic ain't logicking, honestly.
Whatever.
Oh, Shane, if the Lakers are up 15, Tyus Jones can be the last person I'm worried about. Right,
I bet. You would say that.
Hey, watch
you would say that.
Jones cook us for talking all this shit. Watch.
The Tyus Jones.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wait, can we get into like, what we were talking about what we were talking about earlier? I said I was gonna save my thoughts.
Oh, Air.
Quan, have you seen the movie Air yet?
I have not.
What about you, Galvez? Have you seen it?
No.
Antho?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God! So it's just me. It's my word versus Shane Murray's word, huh?
It's just you versus Shane.
Oh my God! Here we go.
What else is new?
Oh my goodness. So basically, I said, Shane Murray asked us, "Oh, have we seen Air?" And I was like, "Of course. My son's name is Jordan. Of course I've seen Air already. Like, what are you talking about?" And I was like, it's the top movie for me that's come out this year. He said, "That's cap." And I said, "No, it's not." So can you explain to me why you think Air is so overhyped?
Besides, a lot of the movie is basically dry to me, to be honest.
Dry to you?
Dry. Like,
you don't know humor.
The historical context outweighs the quality of the movie.
Then how you gonna say that you enjoyed you said
like individually,
individually,
Viola Davis was good, Marlon was good, Matt Damon was good, Ben Affleck was good, but as a whole, it had some cringy moments. It was, like I said, very dry most of the time.
Dry?
And I just didn't fuck with it. Sorry.
So are you saying, Shane, that when it comes down to the best movies of 2023, Air is not in the top 5?
I wouldn't put that in there, but but critics are gonna already put it in there. So
that's because it's a good movie.
I will say one thing. I didn't see the movie, but I do know that Mitch, you only like Jordan's not in the movie, right? He's you just see like his back in one scene.
You just see like his back, the side of his face,
right?
Stuff like that.
That's what I say. That I wish that I haven't seen it, but I did wish when I first heard about the movie, I was hoping that it would be a real Michael Jordan character in there with real scenes, and that didn't happen. So I was disappointed. But I also understand artistically why they would go that route. It's like
if they put Jordan in the movie, it takes away from
easily
everybody else.
It takes away from the so I get it, but the fan in me wanted to see that would have been like a people pleaser.
I feel that. But I feel like it worked better. not having him like really in the movie and just focusing on like the outside characters. I thought, everybody's performances were top notch. I thought the movie flowed well, wasn't too long, anything like that. Very entertaining, very funny. Matt Damon, Viola Davis. I mean,
What was funny about it?
like the whole movie just like had like just like little jokes. Like, do you not know humor?
How's Chris Tucker in the movie?
Chris
He's
Tucker
good.
was funny. Chris Tucker was funny in the movie.
We gotta get a deal with Nike so we can put the swoosh on our merch for the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Shane, can you get on that?
Seriously.
DM Phil Knight.
Right now.
Or LeBron?
LeBron cuss him out.
Yeah. Yeah, all the shit he been talking about LeBron. Oh man.
Oh,
Hey, speaking of LeBron, what did you guys think of like him literally
Lay cap.
deferring to Austin Reeves? The whole like that was crazy. That was,
it's about damn time. That's what
that
I
was a
thought.
sight.
Honestly,
bro.
yeah.
I
It's
would've
about
never
time.
I would have never seen.
Get off the
Jordan,
ball.
I would've never seen
That's
Kobe.
I'm shit. About time we got off the ball. That's how I feel about it.
Hold on, I'm trying to hear Galvez's point. He's trying to say a point.
Yeah,
like
shut up, Shane.
LeBron and Jordan. Jordan and Kobe. I don't think they would have let that slide, bro.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't need other people to close for them either.
Yeah.
They're different type of players.
I would like the fact that he wasn't even looking for LeBron, and LeBron wasn't even looking for the ball. I mean, it was a sight to see, bro.
Why would he? Austin Reeves is him. Like, you heard him.
I'll
He
say
said
this,
what he
bro,
said.
about the Lakers. I think there might not be a team in basketball who has 4 offensive options other than I guess the Suns, and Chris is not what he used to be. But for us to have LeBron, AD, Russell, and Reeves, that's a hell of a top 4 on offense. And then the 5th guy could be anybody. Like last game, it was Rui. It could be Schroeder. It could be. We got a few different. Beasley might go off.
They can all create their own shot. That's what's amazing about it.
So
Is C. Mitchell deaf? Phoenix
there might not be a team in the league like this with this many players and this many dimensions.
Who died?
Huh?
He said death.
I said deaf.
I know. Who died?
All right, guys.
But Galvez, I get where you're coming from, bro. I just feel like when it comes down to the way LeBron plays, I think people really tend to forget LeBron plays more of a Magic Johnson style
Max.
than a ISO Jordan Kobe style.
Max.
And I don't know if you heard in certain interviews, he always talks about making the best basketball play or
Facts.
the best pass.
Facts.
Like Kobe and Jordan were knowledgeable, but when you hear that, you think more of like how Magic Johnson thought and how he saw the court.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't saying it was right or wrong. I was just saying it was a crazy sight to see. Like,
easily.
Like, I mean, it was good. It was a good thing he didn't get involved in the offense at that point. But we grew up with Kobe. Like, Kobe would shoot over 3 players. They were gonna win by him. They were gonna lose by him.
I gotta say, I like the ball in Austin Reeves' hands better at the end of the game.
I didn't want LeBron with the ball.
Yeah.
Get
out the way, old man.
He was making so many bad passes, like un-LeBron like.
Yeah, ever since he took that month off, he's been just a little bit off with his turnovers. It's weird, but
y'all forget Austin Reeves used to be a point guard.
You heard that on the broadcast, didn't you?
No,
you didn't know that before.
I heard that.
Get the hell out of here.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
You knew that since last year.
You haven't been following Austin.
Hold on. When was he a point guard, Shane? When?
High school.
Lying ass fool, man. He heard it on the broadcast. They said
I knew it since last year, fool. Shut up.
Stop the cap.
Man, that's why LeBron's your favorite player, because y'all be out here capping y'all asses off, man.
Stop it.
Like,
but to Galvez's point, man, I was super surprised, and I feel like we need to shout out. We got to give golf clap to Darvin Ham for being like, "Yo, LeBron, hey, go stand in the corner.
Yeah.
Let this man cook real quick."
And LeBron did it.
What? And he did it.
Credit to LeBron.
Credit to LeBron too for trusting his teammates. But I mean, you got the all-time leading scorer on your team, and you said, "Nah, man, hey, give it to the second-year player."
And it wasn't like he said
undrafted.
It wasn't like they said, "All right, let AD or let Russ cook." No, they said let Reeves.
Let Austin Reeves cook. Are you kidding? Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to Darvin. Shout out to, like you said, shout out to.
By the way, why are we forgetting, Rui on the grill? Rui was on the grill yesterday.
He was.
He wasn't cooking. He was on the grill, turning over all that Grizzly meat.
You know what? Yeah, golf clap for Rui too, man. Because my goodness, he was hot,
bro. And he was dunking. He was shooting fadeaways. He had his bag.
The Japanese Jordan. The Japanese
man. I'm like, we got Japanese Jordan and Hillbilly Kobe. Like, man,
he had like a 15-foot fadeaway, and I'm like, bro, I ain't seen that since Kobe.
The Japanese Jordan and Austin Powers.
No, Hillbilly Kobe. Hillbilly Kobe, and
I ain't calling him
Japanese Jordan.
Y'all can call him that.
All right,
you don't want to call him Hillbilly Kobe? Why not? It's
hell
funny.
no.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
You ain't Kobe. You're Austin Reeves. We gonna leave it there.
Nobody said he was Kobe.
Oh, you know Hillbilly
Kobe.
No. Hell no. Nope.
It's getting late. We got started late tonight. Look, I know everybody has to get up and get ready for work in the morning. So I was just going to say right quick before I throw it to Mitch for his weekly little, thing he does. I was going to say congratulations to Jalen Hurts on becoming the highest paid player in NFL history today. Hard work pays off, hard work and dedication. And Jalen Hurts is the type of guy, I don't think he's going to rest. I hear that his work ethic is incredible. So I think he's going to keep.
Listen, how do you feel that a woman got him the highest?
I was to say, shout out to his agent.
Ever.
I think
he got an all-female management team.
He does.
You know what?
About that, Wilson?
Yeah, how you feel about that, Wilson?
How do you feel about it, Shane?
I love it.
You're the biggest misogynist on this podcast, Shane.
That's a fact.
No,
hey, Quan. Hey, your boy Shane switched up. No, your boy Shane switched up, man. Yo.
No, I didn't.
Know.
Yeah, your edit skills switched up, Mr. and Mrs. TMZ.
Listen, Shane Murray done switched up, man. This fool
I did not. Yo, edit skills flipped that.
Hey, the podcast is getting to him.
This fool is a huge misogynist now.
No, I ain't.
It's the wildest thing.
Spell it. Y'all can't even spell that shit.
Yeah, I can.
That's
Shut
what
your
I
ass
thought. You can't spell that shit.
I can spell feminist, though. I can spell feminist. How about that?
No, you can't. You can't spell that.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Mitch,
you can.
Don't you have something, Mitch, that you want to say to an old friend of ours?
I do. And, once again, here he is, Shane Murray, on the podcast, distracting us, sidetracking us.
I thought you were a grown man. I thought grown men don't get distracted.
Listen, see, this is what you do all the time.
That's what you said, right?
Like a
That's
child.
What you said, right?
Like
That's what you always say, right?
Interrupt him. Let's go back and forth. What you got to say? You got a lot to say. What you got to say, man? What you got to say?
Cool. You cool? I'm straight.
If you cool, shut the hell up. Here. If you so cool, shut the hell up. How about that?
Make me.
Shane.
How about you make me?
Shane, will you stop? I threw it to Mitch to do his, his thing, bro. And you keep interrupting it.
Man, you're the reason why we were late in the first place. Hush up.
You see?
Now, go ahead, continue.
This is what he does. This is all the time. Herbert, I'm sorry, but this is what he does every single week. I'm sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time. Blame Shane Murray as usual.
All right. So thanks, Mitch. And sorry, Herbert. Maybe some other time.
Yeah.
So, Quan, thanks, bro, for joining us, man. Don't make it so. How does the saying go? Like, bro, just come back sooner next time.
Okay.
Hey, the pay sucks, but we have a good time.
Quan is
I
family
wanted
here
I
on the
wanted to do
TC
my own
Pod Network.
podcast. I want to do my own podcast, but Wilson owns my rights.
Right. Cease and desist. None of you guys can do. If you once you come on an Anthony Wilson podcast, you can't start your own podcast for 5 years after you last appeared on one of my podcasts. Or you can. Or
According to who? That ain't my contract.
He's like Suge Knight. Everything's under his name.
Yeah.
And I've
for
sent
real.
cease and
my
desist
contract.
letters before. Gals, didn't I send you? I've sent cease and desist letters before. I sent one.
I did one episode on my own like years ago. Wilson said, "This is the last episode you're gonna do. I'll see your ass in court."
I'm not messing around.
Hold on, did y'all at least get a signing bonus?
They don't get anything.
I got 2 cheese packets.
He don't even give us a budget for no mics, that's all. Mitch got his own mic. He had to pay for his own mic.
Yeah, out of my own pocket, man. Just
Told me to get my own headphones. You cheap ass.
Hold on a second now. Let's say this thing. All right. So,
wait.
But he got on Gucci glasses. I see it.
Who, me? These are $20 at CVS.
Anto,
Yeah.
I gotta do one thing before we get out.
Okay.
A little words.
I don't think closer.
See the editing. Mr.
You can barely
TMZ.
hear it. Play it
You
again.
the one that-
barely hear it.
You the one that said it.
I was thinking of a scenario, but like I said, you missed the edit. Mr. Twist my words.
I'm the one who edited it. I did.
I know this.
Thank you.
You in this too.
Thank you. All right, so.
This was a G show until
Shane Murray showed up
yeah.
over here talking about all these fucking bitch shit.
This was gonna be on Disney.
All right, so before we get
all
out
he's
of
on,
here,
all he's on now is like fuck bitches, get money. That's all he's on now. That's all he's on. And then he gonna talk about he a feminist, man. FEM.
The opinions and views expressed on this show are not of this Quan.
Make sure to put that in there. We need to start having disclaimers.
all right,
I have my work shirt on. I had to take it off before I get fired.
Okay, guys, listen. Before we get out of here, just a few reminders. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to the Complete Lakers podcast. If you prefer the audio version, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts. The show is also on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and every other major podcatcher. Make sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at TC Pod Network and to like it on Facebook. Just search for the Complete Lakers podcast. And finally, send feedback and mailbag questions to CompleteLakersPodcast@gmail.com. We are out.
Look, you bitch.